NBC Golf Channel on EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live second-round coverage of the Players. That is massive off the tee.
Meters, yards, I don't care how you measure that. That's got to be, what, 300 meters, 325 yards, something like that.
It should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. On the green. And a chance for birdie here on the first hole. He really likes this hole. Made birdie yesterday. Can he do it again today? Well, he's not going to be real happy with that. Wow. And getting ready for the putt. Good par. Frank, what do you make of the par 5 second?
Doglegs to the left, so there's a decision to be made here all the time, but a good hooking tee shot, that takes the trees on the left out of play, and even the rough on the right. Good tee shot here. I've seen people get home with as little as a 5-iron.
Into the thick stuff, that's a difficult lie. Second shot coming out of the rough here. That one is bunker bound, it looks like. That one is in the bunker. Getting set for his third shot from the fairway bunker. What's the right way to play this, Frank?
Well, you don't want to get the ball too far back in your stance. Gets too far back, then you mightn't carry the lip in front.
Well, that's how you play the game right there. Knock it on the green and give yourself a good look at birdie. Well, Frank, it's our job to get excited.
You can't when you leave it short, though.
I'm sad.
He's making my job hard.
Putt for par. Needs one. Par here's fine, isn't it, Frank? Frank, a nice mix of holes to start. So here we go with a par 3 at the third.
Very narrow at the front of the screen, and that bunker too, you don't actually see it off the tee, the back left bunker, and it sneaks into that left side. So if that flag is on the left, just be careful.
Frank, it hit the green, but just didn't have enough backspin.
You wonder what he was thinking on that.
Solid play, heart of the green. He's made it. Frank, how important is positioning off the tee here?
Well, we saw a positional tee shot at 1 and 2. This is another one here at 4.
Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up? It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is. Should be safely on deck.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
Birdie try again here today. Had a nice birdie on this hole yesterday. Has it. That's birdie. Now to the fifth. This long par 4 thought to be one of the most difficult holes on the front side here at the TPC Sawgrass.
Yeah, if you've got plenty of length in the bag, you can almost take it directly over the bunker on the right. But if you're not as long, you have to air down that left side.
just busted that. 325 yards in the fairway. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Superb shot.
Well, that's as good as it's going to get. There's going to be no worries about making that one.
And this would be nice. 2 straight birdies. Good putt. Frank, you don't want to get too cute with that second shot here at the 6th.
I remember many a time, Rich, when they put the flag right of center. You try and hit a little bit too close, those palm trees all of a sudden come into play. Hits one of those, that ball can go anywhere.
Excellent, perfect position.
Ball's just sitting up, too. You could hit anything from there.
Frank, now the second shot here at hole number 6.
Yeah, not overly long, but be very aware of these palm trees that are short. Many a shot's caught those trees coming into this green.
What a great shot. Right next to the hole. It's about 5 feet. So a tester from 4 feet. Seventh hole here at Sawgrass. Frank, a bit uncomfortable off the tee.
It is. It reminds me a little bit of the opening hole, much longer version, where when you stand on the tee and look at the green, it's a straightaway hole. But that fairway goes to the left and it comes back to the right. But they're all optical illusions.
Frank, they say you have to ride the wind. Boy, he got all of that one.
Got every ounce out of the conditions.
Good, clean contact, a nice result, and a chance for birdie coming up. Birdie putt coming up. The par on this hole yesterday. Just has the feel today. Frank, 17 here at TPC Sawgrass gets all the attention when you look at the par 3s, justifiably so. But number 8 is a daunting challenge in its own right.
It is. Longest of the 4 par 3s. Plus, it's just littered with bunkers around the side, the back, and the front.
Safely aboard. Birdie chance here. Very long putt, though.
Got to be a little careful if it gets away on him.
Oh, my gosh, that hurts. Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
This one just requires a little bit of focus. That's a nice confidence builder right there. You make those for par, and you keep things steady. Frank, what do you make of the final hole here on the front side, the 583-yard par 5 ninth?
Just depends on how much you want to risk here. If you hit a good drive down the right side, it's certainly gettable for 2. But you can make an absolute mess here at 9. Well, where this ball's going, there's no fairway there, only rough.
Shot now from the rough. Frank, what's he facing?
Well, the lie first and foremost. If it's sitting down, then obviously you're not going to get a very good contact. Nothing wrong with coming up a little bit short of the green. Problem is turning one mistake into another.
Getting set for this next shot from the rough, what does the player need to be careful of here, Frank?
Well, this is where we're going to see exactly how good they are because, you know, that's not exactly the best lie, but it's sort of doable if you know what you're doing.
Frank, not where he wants to be, but not out of the hole here at the par 5.
No, but Rich, to drop a shot here would really set him backwards.
Well, the stats say that is a green hit in regulation, but it's not yet a par on the card. Very tough putt coming up.
Tough break.
Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either.
In this situation, Rich, a bogey's not all that bad. Still has the lead.
Setting up to start the back nine here, and if it's anywhere near as good as the front nine, Frank, he'll be very happy with his score at the end of the day.
Yeah, the hardest thing right now is to just keep doing the same thing without focusing on the score.
Well, that is a really good tee shot right there, Frank.
I think that tipped the 300-yard mark.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
That should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. Terrific golf shot. And now that for an easy birdie. And this will be a 5-foot putt here. You can see why this player has been compared to a young Rory McIlroy. Featured golfer making birdie and now sitting comfortably inside that cut line.
Oh, beautiful swing, and the result is every bit as good.
Nice long tee shot there and a good lie, Frank. And now the second shot here at this par 5. Just a phenomenal approach shot, and now a great chance for an eagle. What an opportunity, a putt for eagle. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Up now, hole number 12. It's a short one, 358 yards, par 4.
This can catch you off guard. If you just try and hit the ball on the fairway, if you are on the middle of the fairway, the left side, you will have a blind second shot. So ideally, hit it down that right side of the fairway if you want to see the flag.
Good tee shot right in the short grass. Now the approach to the 12th. Frank, what's the player looking at?
Well, it's a fun shot here for the second shot, especially if you've driven it down the right side, because then you can see the flag no matter where it is on the green.
Early part of this back nine and a good approach shot. Now we'll have this for birdie. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Well, that's how you keep a round going, make putts just like that. Frank, so much focus on the back nine here at the stadium course at TPC Sawgrass on the 17th hole with the island green. I think 13 gets lost sometimes, but the pros know this is a really good hole.
Oh, it can be disastrous too. That's, I think, what you're referring to, Rich. There's a big ridge in the middle of the screen that bisects the top side with the bottom side on the left. So even when the flag's on the left, you don't have to go directly at it, because that normally causes the problem with the wooden bulkheads down the left side and obviously the water left of that. So something on the ridge can often run down towards the left. But we have seen the odd hole-in-one here over the years.
Wow, he got robbed, Frank.
No, it's like kissing your mother-in-law.
So they'll tap in. That's a bogey, but still in the lead.
We start to see shots in hand really valuable.
Frank, Tiger certainly had his adventures here at 14.
Well, we'll never forget that. Spun it left. In the end, was very, very lucky to get away with 6. Had it been 7, Garcia might have just caught him at the post, but he will, and we will, never forget 14.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Frank, there's a lot to factor in on this approach at the 14th.
You can favor right side of this green and sort of allow the contours of the green just to move that ball to the left.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. Midway through this back 9, could use this birdie here at the 14th. Birdie try again here today. Frank, that is painful.
I mean, all he had to do, just hit it. Just hit it.
And he's putting for par now. That's good work. That's a good par right there. Back to the TPC Sawgrass, the 15th hole. It's a par 4 as we make our way to this finishing stretch. And Frank, what's in store for the players here?
Another one of those par 4s around 450 yards. Ideally hit it tee shot down the right side, keeping away from that bunker, but that's a flat bunker down the right with no lip, so it's still not too bad. Biggest problem here is that green. So many undulations on this green.
Just a case of a hole suiting the player's eye. Made the birdie yesterday, and he has a good chance to make another one today. And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
And if you're a couple of shots behind on Sunday, that final round, you're thinking about 3, and that's possible, isn't it?
Well, history's shown it has, Rich.
Excellent looking shot here. Oh, this looks good.
Certainly is.
Well, this is the kind of strong wind that will really test a player. Great strike and a great result. Sitting up, good chance to attack the flag.
Well, with a good shot here, Rich, I'll tell you, this eagle on the cards, hole very reachable from where he is.
Don't get many opportunities like this. This is a good place to take advantage. This one has a chance to be close. Oh, can't hide the flag stick from that man. Getting set now over the putt. Simple, solid, and he'll take it.
But one that you need to make.
Frank, you think about heartache here at 17 through the years. What comes to mind?
Well, obviously, Sean O'Hare is the first memory. I remember Len Matisse messing the hole up. Sergio Garcia just a couple of years ago when he was trying to make 2. And you're punished so severely at 17 for a miss. But you're rewarded, too, for bravery. And it's that fine line between being a hero and a fool. And it comes down to 137 yards.
Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously, it's difficult, but he still has a shot to sink this one for birdie.
Frank, that's what you want to do. Good lag putt.
Yeah, they can't all go in.
Not a gimme, but well within his range. So has the par. Moving on to the next hole, and the lead, Frank, is very much intact. People always talk about 17 being visually intimidating. Frank, what about 18?
If there's a little bit of wind off the right, the tee shot is so much easier. But if that wind is coming off the water, not only do you see the water and the wooden bulkheads, you see all the rough and the trees on the right. And, of course, then you start bringing 5, 6, 7, even 8 into play. That's what makes this tee shot so hard.
Well, that one is deep. Every bit of that ball. Frank, really challenging second shot here at the home hole, the 18th.
You have to be decisive going in here. You can see all the trouble in front of you. Water left, that mounding on the right. Neither place really is good to go. So somehow you've got to muster up your best shot.
That will be a great look at birdie. Birdie try again here today. Had a nice birdie on this hole yesterday. Oh, man.
Just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Could use this. A putt for par. And he makes it for par.
Well, Rich, 2 rounds in the books, and it's easy to see why the leaders are on top of that leaderboard.
Excellent performance, but still a long ways to go in this tournament.